Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. I'm very pleased to welcome the Chair of the Board of Governors, Jennifer Bremner, who will now open today's proceedings.
Honoured guests, Mr Chairman, the Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, graduands, on behalf of the Board, I welcome you to this AECC University College graduation ceremony for 2021. And can I just say how wonderful it is to be able to be together and to welcome you. This ceremony is a public acknowledgement of the hard work and the achievement of our 2021 graduands, and of course an opportunity to celebrate together with family and friends. Graduands, this is a special day, so enjoy it and savour every moment. With no further ado, I'm honoured on behalf of the Board of Governors and AECC University College to declare this ceremony for the award of AECC University College degrees open.
The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Leslie Haig, will now address the graduands.
Mr Chairman, Mr Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, and of course graduates of AECC University College. I'm delighted to join our Chair of the Board of Governors in welcoming you to today's ceremony. We are all here to acknowledge and celebrate the great work that you, our graduates, have done and what you have achieved, and to officially send you on your way to the next steps in your life and career with the congratulations and good wishes of the AECC University College community. Each one of you is here today through your own sustained hard work over several years. You have needed courage not only to face the challenges of university learning, but latterly a global pandemic. This was a difficult time for you, and indeed for us all, filled with uncertainty, personal and professional challenge. You have needed to develop certain qualities of character and mind to get to where you are today. As a wider community, we salute you and are extremely proud of you. I'm in no doubt that the resilience you have already shown will serve you well in your future. Here at AECC, we aim to transform lives by the creation, sharing and application of knowledge. To the fore of that are you, our students, and soon to be graduates. You will have gained new knowledge and skills that you can take into the world. You will have found new friends, possibly even your life partners. Most of you will already be settled into your new professional settings, hopefully in your dream jobs, where you continue to transform the lives of your patients and service users. You will cross this stage today with the next phase of your life before you, and I hope your time here at AECC University College has equipped you to take that step with confidence and a spirit of adventure, to be bold and brave, to be creative, to be innovative, and to make a difference. Here at AECC, we're immensely proud of our heritage as a chiropractic training college, and we continue to be a world-leading institution for chiropractic education, practice and research. Our medical ultrasound provision has a strong national reputation, not only for education and training, but we're also supporting our NHS colleagues in providing vital ultrasound capacity. In order to ensure a sustainable and successful future as a university within a highly challenging environment, we must continue to develop and grow. During your final year and in the midst of lockdown, we purchased a new campus opposite our main campus, adding substantial capacity to our estate. Last September, we were also awarded £2.7 million of government funding via the Dorset Local Enterprise Partnership to develop a new integrated rehabilitation centre. Both of these significant developments support our aim of providing an increasingly rich, multi-professional environment for our existing students and to support new course development, new clinical services, and a developing portfolio of applied research. Our new 5-year strategic plan, Fit for the Future, will guide our development to realise our future ambitions to establish AECC as a highly valued health sciences university, health and care sector partner, and anchor institution which makes a difference to its people and the communities it serves. As a group of students, you are brilliantly represented by a passionate students' union. Last year, these efforts were led by Molly Stannard and Claudia Wallace, their executive, champions and others, and our highly committed students' union and engagement manager, Rhiannith Haslock. These colleagues worked tirelessly during challenging times to make your voices heard at all levels of this institution. I'm really proud of the partnership we've developed together, which ensures the experiences you have as students are as positive as possible. Molly, Claudia, Rhiannith, and colleagues, thanks for all that you do for us as an institution and for all of our students. I invite all of you to show our appreciation of all of their efforts. All of our academic and clinical activity, and indeed the excellent education and training which our students receive, could not be delivered without our hard-working and committed staff. Post-lockdown, and at a time when the majority of universities continue to deliver teaching online, we worked extremely hard to develop a COVID-safe environment. This allowed our brave and passionate staff to deliver face-to-face teaching to all student groups and support our interns in practice. Colleagues, I couldn't be prouder of you and the level of professionalism and dedication you demonstrated during this time. Thanks to all of you for all that you do. I invite all of you to show your appreciation to all of our wonderful staff. Of course, there are other key individuals who are less visible on a daily basis, but who also play a key role in governing and leading the institution. The quality of your experience and your success sit at the heart of their work. I would like to pay tribute to my executive team, senior management team and colleagues, and our board of governors, all of whom have made huge contributions during such a difficult period. I also welcome this year our new Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Kevin Mcgee, in February. Kevin, we're delighted to have you on board. I'd particularly like to highlight the contribution of Jenny Bremner, our board chair, who's worked tirelessly since she came into her new role. Some may call it a baptism of fire given the timing of the pandemic, but seriously, Jenny, we're so grateful for your contribution. On a personal level, I really appreciate your wise counsel and support. Thank you for all that you do. Everything that we achieve at AECC University College is driven by the strong sense of community that exists here. You will all have experienced this yourselves during your studies with us, and I hope you continue to feel part of it in the years to come as proud alumni. Our commitment to community extends also to serving our local communities in Boscombe and across Dorset. I'm delighted to welcome colleagues here today, including local dignitaries, colleagues from the NHS, the BCP Council, who are all highly valued partners in helping to improve the lives of the communities we serve. I'm also delighted to welcome Dr. Sarah White, Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Health and Social Sciences from Bournemouth University, who's kindly joined us on the platform today. BU's been a higher education partner of ours for over 10 years and is a validating partner and as a research collaborator. I'm also delighted to welcome our excellent professional colleagues from chiropractic and thank them for all their ongoing support for AECC. One such colleague is today's speaker, Dr. Mark Girden. Mark is the current president of the Royal College of Chiropractors, a fellow of the Royal College and of the British Chiropractic Association, a member of our Board of Governors and an alumnus of AECC. Mark's daughter Sophie is graduating today, so it's quite an occasion for the family. Mark, thank you for your contribution today and for your ongoing support. We hope you have a wonderful day. This is the most important day in our academic calendar. Seeing you, our new graduates, cross the stage after your years of dedication and hard work is a proud moment for us all, as I'm sure it is for all of you, and for the family and friends here to support you today. The journey to graduation is not always a straightforward one, and inevitably bumps appear in the road. A kind word, a nugget of wisdom, or ongoing financial and emotional support is invaluable and helps to keep things on track. To your family and friends, today is when you can share in the success of those you've supported with commitment, passion and love. The great news is it was all worth it. Our students are set for successful and flourishing lives, and you will have played your part in this wonderful achievement. The less good news is this is the beginning of continuation of a career of lifelong learning, and I can't guarantee that for such smart and ambitious groups of students this will be their last degree. Graduands, I invite you to stand up, turn around, and show your appreciation to your families and friends for all of their support with rapturous applause. As I alluded to earlier, our community is at the heart of everything we do, and our graduates are an important part of that community. As global ambassadors, with a lifelong membership of AECC University College, you can always consider that this is your university college. Take pride in that membership and share your passion for the University College in connection to a very special part of the UK in the years ahead. As you receive your degrees and then step out into the world as alumni and ambassadors of AECC, know that we, your community of fellow graduates, students and staff, wish you every best wish for the future. Graduands, we have endeavoured to work with you on a journey of experiences which help you to grow and transform. The whole University College celebrates with you. We are proud of your achievements, but there is much more to do, and today marks a new beginning. In conclusion, I call each of you to action, to go out from here with confidence, with our congratulations and best wishes, and work actively towards living a good and generous life. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations. I, the Vice-Chancellor of the AECC University College, declare the congregation open for the conferment of awards.
I'd now like to introduce to the stage Philip Dewhurst as the head of school, who will now present the awards for the School of Chiropractic.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the AECC University College, I present to you the following graduands for the award of Master of Chiropractic Honours. With first class honours, Samuel Adams. With first class honours, Jessica Anderson. Alexander Anko. With first class honours, Jade Atkinson. With first class honours, Davina Balasubramanian. With first class honours, Ben Begent. With first class honours, Shui Belcher. With first class honours, Charlie Bennett. With first class honours, Lapo Alexander Bini. With first class honours, Bendix Bioka. With first class honours, Inanna Botros. Amy Bowerman. With first class honours, Sydney Bradshaw. With first class honours, Jasmine Browett. With first class honours, Amy Burton. With first class honours, Orda Buvap. With first class honours, Ben Carruthers. Laura Casola. Robin Caswell. Ano Tida Aishi Chabata. With first class honours, Juliana Chatty. With first class honours, Ze Mui Chung. With first class honours, Tom Cloak. James Cornell. Jason Cott. With first class honours, Isabella Cristaldo. With first class honours, Emily Crofts. With first class honours, Jamie Curry. With first class honours, Winona Dancy. With first class honours, Georgina Delacroix. With first class honours, Alessia De Paula. John Joiva. Leonardo Luis dos Santos. With first class honours, Joseph Drake. With first class honours, Caroline Elphick. Amy Louise Faulkner. With first class honours, Luke Fleet. With first class honours, Tobias Flynn. With first class honours, Sophie Freegan. With first class honours, Pietro Gandini. With first class honours, George Gibson. Harriet Gillard. With first class honours, Adela Javara. Elena Grandarot. With first class honours, Jean-Luc Greenacre. With first class honours, Marcus Groves. With first class honours, Sophie Girden. Laura Hack. Alfred Hallam. With first class honours, Oliver Harris. With first class honours, Rhys Harrison. With first class honours, Merlina Haviland. Olivia Head. With first class honours, Claire Healy. With first class honours, Samuel Higgins. Ellie Hill. With first class honours, Alexander Hillier. With first class honours, Lauren Horgan. Konstantin Hewen. With first class honours, Matthew Hughes. Lauren Hunt. With first class honours, Hilda Ingosgottir. With first class honours, Matthew Jackson. With first class honours, Alexander James. With first class honours, Samuel Jepson. With first class honours, Maria Jeremy. With first class honours, Tai Kika. Christian Cloven. With first class honours, Rika Amelia Christiansen. Toby Lang. With first class honours, Daniel Langman. Kevin Larson Nyor. Deborah Labrinas Tixera. Cheryl Leong. Lee Lewis Dagnall. Mari Lara Löfberg. With first class honours, Felicity McDougall. Joel Mariner. Eric Martins. Rachel Malin. With first class honours, Orlena Mertens. With first class honours, Oisin Milmore. With first class honours, Annalika Mormon. With first class honours, Max Nolan. Taylor Nunn. With first class honours, Lynn Teresa Umberg. Divyesh Patel. With first class honours, Naomi Payne. Samuel Pinder. With first class honours, Hannah Pipe. With first class honours, Brandon Randall. With first class honours, Sarah Ravnos. Liam Richardson. Frederica Sarling. Cindy Sanchez Villamazar. With first class honours, Marcus Schechner. With first class honours, Sampta Sharma. With first class honours, Sinead Sheehy. With first class honours, Simran Sidhu. Ruben Skadberg. With first class honours, Sarah Spadden. With first class honours, Nicole Stanfield. With first class honours, Jacob Stanley. With first class honours, Elliot Swepson. With first class honours, Joshua Swinney. Tate Thorne. Daniele Tomasi. With first class honours, Thomas van der Velden. Isaias Vieira Camelo. Holly Walsh. With first class honours, Jack Warburton. Vice-Chancellor, I now present to you the following for the award of Master of Science, Advanced Professional Practice, Paediatric Musculoskeletal Health. With distinction, Louisiana Chuti. With distinction, Emily Norton. Anna Papadopoulou. Graduates who have not attended this ceremony are recognised in absentia. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards for the School of Chiropractic.
I'm now pleased to introduce Philip Hume as Interim Head of School, who will now present the awards for the School of Radiology.
College, I present to you the following graduates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Medical Ultrasound. Helen Lee Elliott. I now present to you the following for the award of Master of Science in Medical Ultrasound. Christopher Agu. Favour Efi Inwa Atui. With distinction, Hannington Dumazungu. With distinction, Fiona Druitt. Chinwendu David Eni. With distinction, Kadian Granderson. Claire Horsfield. With distinction, Ahana Iwundu. Daniel Chigozi. Vijay Rajaram. Graduates who have not attended the ceremony are recognised in absentia. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of awards for the School of Radiology.
I'm now pleased to introduce Professor Stuart Cottrell as Head of School, who will now present the awards for the School of Rehabilitation, Sport and Psychology.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of AECC University College, I present to you the following graduands for the award of Bachelor of Science in in Clinical Exercise and Rehabilitation Science, James Alps Furey. Paolo Amat. With first class honours, Scott Batchelor. I now present to you the following for the award of Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Psychology. With distinction, James Beer. Declan Germain. With distinction, Millie Jones. Graduates who have not attended this ceremony are recognised in absentia. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of awards for the School of Rehabilitation, Sport and Psychology.
The Vice-Chancellor will now introduce the 2020-21 Acting Chair of the Students' Union.
I'm proud to introduce the Acting Chair of the Students' Union for the class of 2020-2021, Claudia Wallace.
Good afternoon, parents, staff, guests and graduates. It's a pleasure to have been asked to speak here this afternoon and to have had the opportunity to have served you as Vice President of Education for the final year of your studies. Firstly, and on behalf of the whole AECC Student Union team, congratulations. Congratulations must particularly go to those of you having completed the BSc in Clinical Exercise and Rehabilitation Science, as well as those of you completing Masters in Sport Rehabilitation and Therapy, Sport and Exercise Psychology, and Sport and Exercise Rehabilitation, as these are the first graduating cohorts from these courses for the University College. To have completed a degree in normal times is an achievement to be proud of in itself. To have completed a degree in the midst of a global pandemic is an even greater one. The majority of you would have applied and started at the University College in what used to be normal times, never expecting to deal with the implications that COVID brought. Although some, such as 24-hour open book exams, may have been a blessing, others certainly were not. Continuing on placements in hospitals and the on-site clinic, despite multiple lockdowns while still a student, is something most of us will never have to face. The commitment you all showed through continuing on is something that myself, and I am sure the rest of the student body, admire you for. Thanks must go to each and every member of staff of the University College. Vice-Chancellor, your dedication to ensuring the continued opening of the institution, allowing students to access the campus and in-person teaching, is admirable. On behalf of those of us here today and the rest of the student body, I would like to say thank you. The Deputy Vice-Chancellor has also made a huge and lasting impact on the student body, despite only starting in February of this year. Personally, and on behalf of the Students' Union, I would like to say thank you to you both for your commitment to working alongside the SU to ensure the best possible student experience given the challenging circumstances. To all academic and support staff, thank you for your dedication to the student body. The wealth and years of knowledge you bring in all different fields to students is what truly makes AECC what it is. Stuart, Phil, Warren and Phil. Thank you for the endless hours you have put in as heads of school. From working with you all, I can see the desire you have to make the education for all students within your school as high quality as possible. To all the lecturers that had to adjust to using Zoom and Teams, congratulations. I am still yet to learn how to use half the functions of both these platforms, but thank you. Students were not the only ones that had to adjust to online delivery, and I'm sure it was not an easy task to deliver content online at 9 AM to yourself, whilst the majority had their cameras off, and realistically, a good portion was still in bed. Finally, to the support staff, your work this year has been even more crucial than usual. Thank you for all your work in supporting students through these difficult times. Graduates, when I was first asked to do this speech, I was originally filled with dread when trying to think what to talk about, and realistically, I still am. However, on thinking about my time at AECC, the first thing that came to mind was community, and that is something that you have all played a part in making. For me, there have been a number of people that have made a lasting impression and contributed to making my time at AECC what it has been. Matt, Amy, Paolo, Scott, Jessamy, Andy and Olivia. It's been a pleasure to have had the opportunity to have worked alongside you all in your roles as year rep. Thank you for your ongoing commitment to your cohorts, ensuring that their voices were heard throughout their time. Liam, your roles within the SU as LGBTQ+ champion and bar manager showed your dedication to the student body, but simply giving me a lift back during Freshers' Week is truly something that has stuck with me and what I believe shows the community of AECC. The loyalties that we all have to one another to ensure that everyone is safe and well whilst also enjoying their time is exactly how I would describe that community. From the stereotypical AECC chant to late nights in the bar singing Angels, nothing quite matches it. Others I would like to mention include Dan Langman, Tom van der Velden and Lauren Horgan. Thank you for being role models who I've looked up to at various stages throughout my time. A special mention must also go to Davina for being voted as BCA New Chiropractor of the Year. Personally, I would like to thank the ASU team from 2020-2021. Rowan, Hannah, Leo, Molly. It has been a pleasure to get to know and work alongside each of you. Despite what felt like never-ending challenges, working with such dedicated and passionate team members made every lockdown just that little bit easier. Rhiannith, where do I begin? Despite the fact when first joining the team I was originally terrified of you, we all know behind the stern outward appearance is someone truly passionate about the experience of all students. The support you have provided to myself and the rest of the team is second to none, and you've not only been our boss, but also our friend, which has made being part of the SU an enjoyable experience. And just for the record, I am still a tiny bit scared of you. So, I wish you all the best in your careers. Good luck, and I look forward to hopefully working alongside many of you as a colleague by this time next year. Thank you.
Dr. Hugh Hurst, on behalf of the alumni of AECC University College, will now announce the names of the candidates who have been selected for student prizes, and Mr. Chairman and Mr. Mayor will present the prizes.
Honoured guests, Mr. Chairman, the Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, I'm delighted to present the students and graduates for special awards. The University College is grateful to the institutions and individuals who support student achievement in the form of prizes awarded to our graduates. This year we're presenting for both 2019-20 and 2020-21 academic years. So the awards for 2019-20, the Outstanding Academic Student for the M Chiro in the third year, donated by the British Chiropractic Association to the student with the best profile of marks, goes to Jade Ann Atkinson. And the best project protocol in the M Chiro Year 3, donated by the European Chiropractors Union to the student with the best protocol, goes to Charlie Bennett. Royal College of Chiropractors Project Award for M. Chiro Year 3, donated by the Royal College of Chiropractors to the student with the best project mark, goes to Juliana Chatty. And then the awards for 2020-21, the Arthur Schofield Memorial Award for M. Chiro in Year 2, donated by the Arthur Schofield Memorial Trust to the student with the best profile of marks in the end of Year 2, goes to Kay Kin Lee. And the Outstanding Academic Student M. Chiro Year 3, donated by the AECC to the student with the best profile of marks at the end of Year 3, goes to Joseph Rutter. And the Best Project Protocol for M. Chiro in Year 3, donated by the European Chiropractors Union to the student with the best protocol, goes to Erlen Solem. And the Royal College of Chiropractors Project Award for M. Chiro in Year 3, donated by the Royal College of Chiropractors to the student with the best project mark, goes to Petter Messel. And the Flavio Grillo Prize for the Best Student's Clinical Proficiency Performance in the Final Year, donated by the AECC to the student whose performance exemplifies those characteristics identified with good clinical practice, goes to Amy Burton. And the Leadership Award for the final year, which is awarded jointly, is donated by the British Chiropractic Association to the student who has demonstrated leadership skills and behaviours, goes to Amy Faulkner and Matthew Jackson. The Outstanding Academic Award for the final year, donated by the British Chiropractic Association to the student with the best profile of marks, goes to Joshua Swinney. And the Kate Rowe Jones Award, donated by the AECC University College in memory of Kate Rowe Jones to the student with the best academic performance in achieving the degree of BSc Honours in Clinical Exercise and Rehabilitation Science, goes to Scott Batchelor. The Student Clinician of the Year in the final year, donated by the British Chiropractic Association to the student who has shown overall performance across evidence application, rehabilitation work, and use of research skills, goes to Amy Burton. And the Best All-Round Graduating Student in the final year, awarded by the AECC University College to the student who has contributed the most in non-academic terms to the college and the course of his or her final year, goes to Matthew Jackson. Vice-Chancellor, Mr. Chairman and the Mayor, that concludes the presentation of prizes.
I'm now very pleased to introduce our guest speaker, Mark Girden, who is the President of the Royal College of Chiropractors, and he will now deliver the graduation address.
Thank you. Honoured guests, Mr. Chairman, the Mayor, Vice-Chancellor Haig, members of the Board and faculty and staff, families and friends, but above all, graduates, I am delighted and truly honoured to be giving this graduation address. As an alumnus of the AECC, a practising chiropractor, a member of the board, and a parent of one of today's graduates, I feel that I really do understand on so many levels how important today is. And it was quite emotional, I have to say. I think that it's fitting at this point that I should mention how extremely pleased and proud I am to see the direction of travel that the AECC University College is taking under the skilled leadership of Professor Leslie Haig. Today, we have seen students graduate from the School of Chiropractic, the School of Radiology, and the School of Rehabilitation and Sports Psychology. I have no doubt that the AECC University College will become the premier health services university. So for graduates and your families, today is such a momentous day for all of you. This is your day. It marks the end of this stage of your education, and for some, that's another step along your chosen career pathway, and for many of you, it is the start of your career as healthcare professionals. Your families and friends will have immense pride in your achievements, and I suspect some relief that they may not have to support you financially for that much longer. It's always great to see you together with your families and friends. It really does start to make sense. I am sure that they have been a great source of support and encouragement, and in many cases have sacrificed a great deal to help you be here. It is important to have that support network around you. It is therefore so fitting that you are all together to celebrate your great achievement. I want to be among the first to congratulate you and let you know how proud we all are of your achievements. Now, we always congratulate our graduates at this time. It's traditional. But I want to reassure you that we are all genuinely delighted for you and that this is such an important day for the AECC University College. But you really are a special year, aren't you? The class of 2021 have faced adversity. And I'm not talking about dealing with your clinical tutors, although I know that's always a challenge. I'm of course referring to coping and learning, developing your clinical skills in the middle of a pandemic. This achievement is not to be underestimated. You have gone above and beyond, as have the faculty, the staff, and the SU, to overcome some of the most significant challenges that have faced education, healthcare, and of course, our wider society. This was not in the plan, but this experience will strengthen you and add to your skills, and you deserve praise for this. The decisions and choices that we make in life obviously shape our future. I remember clearly the decision that I made to consult with a chiropractor as a patient. I was 18 at the time. I played rugby, I have to say not very well, but also suffered with back pain. My experience of orthopaedics at the time was being told by a somewhat stuffy consultant that nothing could be done for my back and I would have to wear a back support. Not being content with that explanation or advice, I looked elsewhere. A friend of mine told me to try a chiropractor, so I looked one up and found a local clinic. I was fortunate, I think, because I chose a clinic owned by the then president of the BCA, Ian Hutchinson. For those of you who don't know, Ian championed the Chiropractors Act in the UK, which passed by Parliament in 1994 and established statutory regulation. For that, Ian was given the privilege of being number 1 on the GCC register. Anyway, I was seen by one of Ian's associates, who was very professional, examined me, told me what was wrong and how he was going to treat me. I remember vividly that first treatment, being pushed and pulled in all directions and the noises that came from my back. You always remember your first adjustment, and so will your patients. Anyway, with some treatment and exercise, I felt great and continued to see my chiropractor for some years. Incidentally, evidence now tells us that manipulation and exercise are the treatments of choice for low back pain, and that back supports are not. I then established a career in medical research, but in my mid-30s became somewhat disillusioned and had another important choice to make. My experiences as a patient meant that I quickly realised that I wanted to retrain as a chiropractor. This was a big decision. I was in my 30s. I had a mortgage, a new baby, and no idea how this would work out. It was quite a risk, but I knew that this would be right for me. Some of my friends tried to talk me out of this decision, but my family and my close friends were, however, very, very supportive. I had my interview with Neil Osborne, was offered a place and started the 5-year course. Now, I started late in that year. I actually had nowhere to live, and I was kindly offered a room in the house of one of the tutors. I still remember packing up my car, driving to Bournemouth, not knowing where I was going, finding the house and knocking on the door. I was greeted by Dave Newell. Dave was so supportive, kind and generous. On one occasion, he invited my family to visit before we relocated, and I remember him greeting us in the middle of a plumbing emergency. He was completely drenched, water was pouring through the ceiling, literally, but Dave still took time to invite us in. Dave, or now as I should say, Professor Newell, became a great friend, and I must say, is one of the most insightful scientists that I know, but not a great plumber. So Dave, thank you. I could tell you more stories about that time, but maybe they're best left till later. Anyway, it worked out. Choosing the AECC was one of the best decisions that I ever made. I had a great time, made lifelong friends, as you have, went with one child and came back with 3, but importantly, also received the training and skills to start my career as a chiropractor. Now, you have already made this wise decision to study at the AECC University College, and I hope, like me, you will view this as one of the best decisions that you have ever made. However, you are now faced with many more choices and decisions to make, and these will shape your career. Some of you may be looking to continue on in education, and I'm sure we would be delighted to see you back here at the AECC University College in the future. Others may wish to teach or pursue a research career. These are all great options. If you go into clinical practice, as many of you have already, there will be opportunities to choose to develop skills and competencies in special areas of interest. And of course, as health professionals, there will be lots of opportunities to undertake continued professional development. Modern healthcare has been going through much change. Even before the pandemic, demand for services was increasing. In the musculoskeletal field, some may even say that there is a crisis, with waiting lists in the NHS increasing and acute staff shortages being highlighted. Overcoming these challenges will mean that healthcare providers, that's you, will need to work in an innovative and collaborative way that is likely to involve both the public and private sectors. As healthcare professionals, you are all well placed to rise to this challenge, and demand for your services will be high. However, professional life will not always be easy, and there will be many challenges lying ahead of you. A lot is expected of you, and it is important for you to understand this. You will be expected to stick to the rules and to constantly strive to improve the quality of your care, to remain up to date, to be knowledgeable, to be good communicators, to be polite, to have integrity, and to be honest and ethical. These are all the traits and qualities of professionals. You will need to keep your patients safe. Remember, primum non nocere, first, do no harm. And our recent experience of practicing during a pandemic has really focused our attention on this. Your behaviour, both in your professional and private lives, will be open to scrutiny. Modern healthcare should place the patient at the centre of all decisions that are made. We hear a lot these days about being patient-centred or involving patients in shared decision-making, and I am certain that the need to practice like this will continue and it will become the expected norm. There is also increasing need to measure outcomes, to offer value for money, and to practice in a way that is informed by evidence and not to simply follow dogma. Whilst I agree that science and evidence should guide us, it is important to realise that high-quality healthcare also requires you to be caring, empathetic, kind, and generous. If you can get this right, and I am sure that you will be successful and fulfilled in your chosen career. Your patients will respect you and recommend you, and in turn, they will turn to you for your advice and guidance. This is a big ask. It may seem quite daunting. It might even be a little scary. But I would like to reassure you and offer you some simple advice. Firstly, remember that on graduation, you are not expected to be the finished product. You will grow in confidence and ability, but this will take time. I suggest that you build another support network around you, just as you have done whilst you've been at the AECC. So please support each other and be kind. It is important that you do not feel that you are on your own. Choose great mentors, recognise your limitations, and ask for help when you need it. We have all had to do that. Your chosen profession will also provide help, guidance, and support, and your professional bodies will be able to do this. For the chiropractors here, the Royal College of Chiropractors was established to facilitate postgraduate education with a focus on quality, safety, and professionalism, and we are here to help you. I would encourage all chiropractors to join the Royal College, and if you can, please complete the postgraduate registration training scheme. For those of you in other professions, please seek out organisations within your given discipline that will also help you in this way. Finally, as you continue your professional journey, please do have fun, enjoy yourselves, take care of yourselves, work hard, support your colleagues, and please be advocates for your patients, your profession, and the University College. Many thanks, and please have a great day and a great weekend.
The Chair of the Board of Governors will now close the proceedings.
Honoured guests, Mr. Chairman, the Mayor, ladies, gentlemen, and graduates now. Today is a celebration and public acknowledgement of your hard work and your achievement. It's wonderful to be here and to share in some small way your success, to see your delight and pride and the delight and pride of your friends and family. As has been said, you have achieved an incredible thing, graduating in the middle of a global pandemic. This shows your ability to dig deep and to keep going in times of great uncertainty. All of you, in your own ways, will have contributed to overcoming this pandemic, some directly by offering your skills and expertise to the NHS, others by your ongoing support to your family and friends. You may never know what that support meant to your colleagues, friends, or indeed your tutors, but each act of kindness, each time you dug deep and kept going, helped not just you, but everyone around you. The fact you are here shows your incredible resilience, and that's an immense asset that you'll carry with you for the rest of your lives. I'm just going to pull out 4 bits of advice from the speeches that we've heard. First, keep curious. Don't ever stop learning, no matter whether that's formal or informal learning. We can all learn from patients, colleagues, as well as friends and family. Do be generous. Your hard work's given you entry to wonderful professions. Membership of those professions is a huge privilege. So be generous with your time, with your commitments, and your compassion all through your career. Never let pressure force you away from the high standards that you've learned here at AECC University College and that you represent as a health professional. Be kind, not just to patients, colleagues and friends and family. Most of all, be kind to yourselves. Things won't always go right, but allow yourself to make mistakes and just keep learning. And my last piece of advice is live adventurously. You've achieved qualifications that enable you to work in many parts of the world, in many different settings. Go for it. Don't hold back. Enjoy the fruits of all this hard work. So today is all about you, our graduates. So, honoured guests, Mr. Chairman, the Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Governors and the University College, I declare this ceremony closed and look forward to meeting many of you over tea.